control another person. But you can't influence a guy who's dick suck every night? It's super selfish, she's super entitled, and she's in my house talking about sucking dick. Like, so rude.
What's up, y'all? It's Brian Keith, and I'm back with another video. And today, we're going to talk about the Real Housewives of Miami. This is a good episode. Y'all already know Miami is one of my favorite franchises. It literally goes Salt Lake, Miami, Potomac, Atlanta, Beverly Hills. But yeah, you know, it starts with, you know, an epilogue. Literally 5 months in advance.
Is this real? Like, they just got married.
But you know, we're gonna get to it. Like, comment, subscribe, and enjoy the video.
Yeah, let me check my shit real quick. Hotter than the fire coming out my flaming lips. You wanna play with me? You can't play in me. On the playground, bitch, you can't play with me. Got it, wanted, securing the bag.
Alright, like I said, it starts 5 months in before the season starts. Alexia and Todd, you know how to get my Latino accent. Alexia and Todd, they're breaking up. He basically broke up with her. He over here just forced her out the house, trying to get her out the house, trying to get her to do anything. And he packed up him and his daughter, and they got out the house.
The month before, he apparently had gotten keys to an apartment.
So she was like, oh my God, he doing this in front of my kid. He doing it in front of just like, you did this in front of Frankie. Like, why would you do that? She like, yeah, Frankie said that he is gone. Two things are happening. I think Todd was just over the whole situation with Alexia. 1, 2, I think Todd didn't want to film this season because something's going on with his business professionally. And being that you're on the show, you don't want to be able to talk about it. Being that he's not going to be quote unquote on the show, he ain't got to talk about it. But that's just personally what I think. I don't fucking know. We're just going to see.
Yeah. And this is our third marriage.
I guess Adriana was right.
Yep, I was right. And that's the one time I wish I was wrong.
We transport, you know, months ahead of time. I'm just going to talk about each girl, what they got going on before I get to the meat and potatoes, right? So, Julia, we found out that she, you know, adopted 2 baby boys. And shout out to her. She's growing her family. That's what she wanted.
Not only 1, but 2 baby boys in need of our home.
Martina is 100% clear of cancer. Shout out to Martina. When she's trying to, you know, escalate this and talk this to the whole group, you know, everybody's just like, okay, this is fine. Everybody's on the call. Mind you, who wasn't on the call? Gertie wasn't on the call. And
that number was Gertie's. She texted me. She asked for, is there another link? Now my hands are literally full and I'm busy, but okay. It's out there.
And it was kind of weird because I'm just looking at, you know, the situation like, okay, cool. Gertie, she said, look, you know, I tried to get on the call. Even Julia said she tried to get on the call, but she felt some type of way about it. My whole thing is I feel like Julia's putting 20 on 10 because if Gertie tried to get on the call and she tried to make space for you to have this announcement, but nobody wanted to give her the you know, what, the meeting code, whatever. I just feel like it's kind of like, Julia, I'm looking at you sideways because I don't think that's really Gertie's fault. If Gertie made space and she had a meeting, like, y'all all are busy women. And it's like I made time out of my schedule to get on this call that I did not know what was going on, anything out of my schedule for you. And when I tried to get on the call, my call dropped. I was trying to figure out what's going on, and everybody just leave me on red. So, girl, if you mad, be mad. Like, I don't got time. This happened to me one time where one of my friends got upset because they felt like I was not relishing in their success. And like I told them, I'm never gonna be no hating ass bitch. There's no hater in my fucking blood. But if I have other things going on, I'm going to do what I have to fucking do because I put me first. But I'm going to celebrate you always and forever. That's just how it is. But if I have stuff planned, I have a busy fucking schedule. So if I have to get stuff like, but it goes past the time, girl, I gotta get back on what the fuck I gotta do because who gonna pay my bills? Me, not you. So yeah, I am going to Miami in 4 days. I'll be gone for a week, so my videos are gonna be very like when they come. I'm gonna try to get my videos out. You know, I fuck with y'all the long way, so I'm gonna try to get my content out as I can. But girl, it's gonna be a time try to get this shit out. But with that being said, hopping back on, we see Alexia. She's talking to Marisol and Lisa, and you know, everybody's talking about the whole situation with, you know, Alexia now 4 months or 4 to 5 months now in the future. She's just like, you know, me and Todd, we're dating, we're going on vacation. So everybody's just like, okay, he could do this whole thing with you. You're crying, you're boo-hooing on my fucking shoulders, but now y'all back together. He filed for divorce, but now y'all back together. And I feel like Alexia should be careful, because if someone can go to the extreme to try to get divorced with you without no mediation, without anything, for me, it gives, they don't give a fuck about what y'all had going on. Because if he cared, people go through ups and downs all the time, even in marriages. I've seen my dad's on his third marriage, my mom's on her third marriage. So obviously, girl, I've seen motherfuckers go in relationships and out. Trust me. But if you cared about someone, mediation, therapy, talking through things happen. I think the way that she alleged that all this happened, I say alleged because I wasn't there. I don't fucking know. There's no proof. There's no videos. I don't know. But the way that she says this happened, him over here leaving, you know, while she is out with her girls or out at dinner, he's over here just sneaking out. Like, it's just very cowardly, and I agree with her. It's cowardly as fuck. So I don't know, like, her getting back with him and like they're going on vacation, it is kind of weird. I'm looking at her like, girl, you can't be that desperate for a man. Like, I just don't get it. But I guess Lisa comes in, and Lisa basically explains to the girls, like, you know, there's a situation going on between me and Larsa.
You over some complete nonsense.
She was very upset, Lisa.
Super mad. I'm upset.
So Larsa is upset with Lisa that Lisa let Jody hang out with Marcus. Marcus was at the party. Marcus was hanging out with all Jody's friends. Jody stayed at the party and was hanging out with Marcus and his friends. Lisa left. Larsa felt upset because she was like, oh, you should have controlled Jody. There's two things that can happen. I do agree with loyalty. If my mom, my friends break up with their boyfriend, girl, I'll break up with you too. If we weren't friends prior and I met you through them, girl, I'm sorry. Gotta shuck the deuces to the next. But if I were your friend before, like if you were my friend and she was my friend, I'm not gonna sever ties because I was friends before, whatever. But in this situation, I see why Lisa left. She was being loyal to Larsa. I felt like Larsa is the type of person where it's just like, yes, you're hurt. But the way that Larsa talks to Lisa and has been talking to Lisa is very belittling and very disrespectful. And at some point, I'm looking at Lisa like, bitch, pinch her. Do something. Because you letting this girl run all over you and talking crazy out her the side of her fucking neck. It's crazy. Larsa is rude as fuck to her. She's like, oh, you're a bad friend. Bitch, don't. What if I hang out with Lenny? I'm going to hang out with Lenny and this other girl. And the situation is kind of different. Because the way that Lenny went about the relationship with Lisa was humiliating. Don't get me wrong. Larsa is being humiliated as well with Marcus.
Why is it embarrassing? Just all of it. I thought everyone would be with this guy, and then it was not a good situation for me and my family. So
Lisa, who's your friend, left. She can't sit here like, Jody, you're not gonna be here. That's a grown-ass man that can do whatever the fuck you want to do. What makes you think that you could just control a man just like, well, he's gonna leave because I told him to leave? No, that's his friends. What the fuck is she supposed to do? That's his actual friends. And his friends are hanging out with Marcus. So he's going to hang out with his best friends. Girl, I'm about to go home. I'm your friend. So I'm going to hold you down and have your back. So I'm not going to hang out with this man. But I'm going to let my man do what he want to do. If you don't like that, girl, that has nothing to do with me. And you're not going to tell me what my man can and cannot do. And that's where she should have stopped it. Because it's like, bitch, me and you, yes, we can have our loyalty, da-da-da-da. If you want me to do this, girl, I got you. But don't tell me what my man's going to do. Who the fuck is you, baby? Nobody. So don't, this is like, girl, you crossed the line and you're doing a little bit too much. And that's one thing why Larsa is just like, she just do a little bit too much.
we're done. What were some examples? We were first dating. Paparazzi caught a girl going to his house.
We do see, you know, Gertie We stay with Gertie and Kiki. They're on this yacht. Gertie, Kiki, and Adriana. And Kiki, first of all, this Bob, give her Egna mode. All that Bob was bobbing. Love it. Gertie, her confessional. Gertie. I don't want to say too much, but that confessional and this outfit at the end, and it wasn't even the outfit, it was just the hair. I'm not trying to be insensitive. It just looked a mess. I'm just gonna have to just pull the band-aid off. It look a mess. It is going to my no-go zone. My no-go zone, going to my no-go zone. She looks a mess. I'm sorry. But Kiki explained that, you know, she is a part of the Miami Yacht Club, and she dated the owner of the yacht club. And, you know, they broke up. She broke up with him, but he still lets her use the yacht. Must be fucking nice. So, they're basically talking about Julia. And she feels some type of way. She feels like Julia's having some type of energy towards her. And she's just like, girl, I haven't did anything to you. Like, you know, I was trying to be there to support you, but, like, you're not really giving me anything. And she just thinks it's kind of weird.
I had to go into my meeting, so I had to hang up. I followed up and I said, hey, what was the good news? I couldn't get in the room. Oh, it's okay now. I've already told all the other girls.
They all talk about Alexia and, you know, Todd getting back together, or, you know, casually dating. And Adriana's like, you know what? I told you guys. I said it. I'm just like, girl, I get that you did say it and you probably were right. We just don't need to hear it right now. We don't. Just save it. Save it. Right? We transport over and we see Larsa goes out to dinner with Alexia. Mind you, at this point, Alexia, this episode has cried at least 7 times. Larsa did cry with her mom in the kitchen about all the stuff going on with Marcus and her family. She said she chose her family over Marcus. My whole thing with this, Larsa, is that you broke with him 4 times. So it's like, which time were you going to choose your family? Because you chose him 4 times. But girl, I'm not judging. I'm just like, I get it. Like, first of all, the man was over here doing that snow, doing that blizzard, doing that stuff, doing that stuff. And I'm just like, that's embarrassing. And that is embarrassing. So she was crying, felt humiliated, this and the third. Cool. So, like I said, Alexia and Larsa, they go out for, you know, drinks, and they basically talk about each other's situation. Alexia's like, you know, she's like, well, Larsa, how is it you can get over the situation so easy with Marcus? She's like, girl, he did this, and this. Like, I'm not about to stay with a man that's going to constantly disrespect me. I get it. And Alexia, she just told Alexia, like, you need to be very cautious, because if he can do that to you and make you feel that way with no type of remorse or, you know, anything. She's like, no, but I told him that he's like a coward. I told him that. She's like, well, have you talked to him? She was like, I'm afraid to have the conversation. And I get that. You know, you're going through a situation thinking it's going to trigger, you know, that. But my whole thing is, I feel like with Alexia, you want a man so bad that you will sacrifice your own dignity and pride for a fucking man. And that's where you look fucking crazy. And I just can't get with it. Like, I feel like there was times where people in my family, they sacrificed my well-being for the well-being of a man. And those are things that I had to get over as a grown adult and look back in retrospect. But in the moment, I just felt very abandoned, right? So those are things I just didn't like. When I just look at Alexia, it's just like, you focuses so much on Todd, and she was like, you know, this is my third marriage divorce, and da-da-da. I'm just like, girl, I get it. You love, but my love don't cost a girl. Like, you over here acting like J-Lo. If you know, you know, as she will say. But we transport over to, you know, this whole party at the end of the episode. Jody and, you know, Lisa over here throwing this party. And she's so excited. She's like, oh my God, I'm throwing this birthday party for Jody. And I'm so excited that he's coming. Like, he's really, you know, blah, blah, blah. So she invites Larsa, and, you know, everybody's coming in. Martina and Julia, you know, they see Gertie, and their whole energy shifts. And my whole thing is like, y'all let a bitch change y'all mood. I just never want to be that type of bitch where it's just like somebody walk into a room, I'm just like, like, no, I'm just like, hey girl, like, and keep it pumping, like, girl. And if I really don't fuck with you, girl, I John Cena, I don't see you, like, girl, it's whatever, But Gertie comes up and she's just like, hey, and hugs her. She's like, how's the kids? And Marcia's like, and I'm just like, what is it? What's the tea? What's giving? And I wish Gertie would have said something like what's going on? Like, what's this energy? What are y'all giving? Like, because right now y'all really standoffish. Julia, you're acting. You used to be you could never shut the fuck up, but now you over here just zipped. It's kind of weird. But they both were just giving very just much. They jump to conclusions on Gertie, and they're holding that to task, and I don't like it. But it is what it is. It's a show. So Larsa comes in.
I'm sure you guys will work it out. Yeah.
Did you saw the stuff that Marcus is saying about me?
I didn't even see. I haven't been watching anything.
And she, Larsa, I have to give it Larsa. Larsa is very quick-witted, and she's very with the mouth. So her and Lisa kind of get into it because Lisa greets her at the door. They hug, and Larsa's just like, why haven't you returned my phone calls? She's like, oh, I didn't get your phone calls. A lot of the girls are saying that Lisa don't pick up the phone, and I can see Lisa being so into herself, just probably just taking the picture, just la la la, not even looking at the phone. Like, girl, pick up the phone. But Larsa felt some type of way.
Hey, karma has come around and things aren't going good. You know what I mean? Oh, you're celebrating Lenny. I mean, no, the breakup.
Oh, Jody excused himself with his boys because they probably knew, okay, this might be some bullshit. I don't want to be around this shit. So the girls start turning a little up. First of all, Alexia, Adriana brings in her French boyfriend. Chef's kiss, he was kind of fine. So I was like, girl, I'm not bad. But they basically talk, and Larsa's just like, I feel some type of way because, why would you hang out with, Marcus? You think I would hang out with Lenny? And she's like, I should hang out with Lenny. And then Lisa's just like, that's not the same. This is a 15-year marriage compared to. And then Larsa's like, compared to what?
I could never go and be in the same table with him, Ariel, because I'm loyal to you. Do you think I want you to go hang out with him, where he's literally gonna send me a message telling me everything what you?
She was like, it's like she's trying to say, like, don't devalue my situation because you were there longer. And my whole thing is, I get it. I think what it is for Larsa, I'm going through this man torturing me and over here harassing me and belittling me, and you would just betray my trust her way by having Jody hang out with him. I don't think it's betraying her trust, but that's how she feels. Lisa feels you're over here disrespecting me in these text messages, and you don't see that, I understand your point of view, but you can't tell me to make this man do something. And she's like, how can you make this man, you suck his dick every night? I'm like,
For my life, I can't control another person, but you can influence a guy whose dick I suck every night.
At some point, it goes up and keep going. Larsa just like, girl, at the end of the day, I think it was the whole comment about comparing her relationship. She was like, girl, fuck you. And Lisa just said, you can leave. And that was the end of the episode.
Ready for your fake breakup.
Honey, that was not a fake breakup. You're a fake bitch to say that. Don't say it was a fake breakup. You call me a bitch. Well, don't think you deserve
He asked her to leave, and that was the wrap. I think this is going to be good. Miami, since season 4, has not missed. It has hit. I am so disappointed that Dr. Nicole is not on this season. But I see why. Because the girl that dated her husband is on the show. Messy as fuck. I'm like, oh, that's messy. But we'll see what happens, y'all. But let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm about to go to sleep because I'm tired as the fuck. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Brian Keith, LG, Black Butte. Bet you didn't know we the Holy Trinity. Now let a God stop a y'all and break your ear here. Step into the room and get up in the bed. It tastes sweet, that's cause I'm good. It tastes sour cause I'm better than the hood. Cause I get you hyper when I'm running all around cause I excite ya. Let me talk real quick. You can't even get with the shit. You wanna go toe to toe with my flow? The sour candy all I really ask me for. Now I got to go. Got